Good morning all. Here we have a KEB S4. I've got the cover removed. The KEB S4 is connected to our laptop through this RS-232 port on this panel. Here's the servo drive, and look at that. This is a good day right here. I never get both together. I'll get a drive or a motor, but never both. This is a good day. So this drive is configured to run on CAN bus. You come in with a CAN bus module, and I don't have the ability here to talk to these drives through the CAN bus, but I want to see if this drive will run. I've already tested the power devices for short circuits. They're not shorted. I've got the encoder of the servo motor connected to this connector down here, and I want to run it, but it's in CAN bus mode. And when I power this drive up, it don't want to do anything until it's commanded to do so through the CAN bus module. So what we're going to do, we're going to go into the drive and we're going to set it up, disabling that CAN bus mode, and we're going to put the panel in the drive into drive mode. I'll show you how to do that. In order to disable that CAN bus, we have to go into the drive through the software. That's what I've got this laptop hooked up to. If we could, I'd do it through the panel, but it comes up in CAN bus mode, and that panel doesn't want to operate properly when it's in that CAN bus. So let's fire this up. I'll apply 460 volts AC 3-phase to L1, L2, and L3. All right, and we've got a flickering 0.0 frequency on the HMI panel, the human interface. I'm going to bring up the KEB software. And right now it's hunting for the drive. Let me get you closer to this laptop and you can see it hunt for that drive. If it finds it, it will bring up the parameter listing. There it is. Found it on node 19 at 38.4K baud. Let's back up a little bit. You can see those parameters. Now what we want to do is we want to go down here, let me find it, to the UD parameters. So we click on UD and we want to go to UD05. That's control word activate. And right now it's set to 1. Control word active /standard/PR.04. This control word active means that it's using the CAN bus. Let me get closer so you can see that. Right there it is. Control word active and UD05. We want to change that. So let's click on this. And we go over here to the drop down menu. Click on OK. Now UD05 is control word not active, standard PR.04. The drive is not using CAN bus anymore with that parameter set to 0. Now let's go over to the panel and I'll show you how to put it into drive mode. I'm going to swap out this panel right here with the RS-232 port for a different panel. The LCD on this panel is dimmer than the other one. Let me power down. I'm going to swap that out. Okay, let's move that out of the way. You can see the RS-232 connector right there. We're going to move this one out of the way and I'm going to plug this one in. It connects to this connector right here on the control board with this connector right here. Be careful not to bend those pins. We don't have any guide with the cover removed, so we have to be real careful plugging that in. Now if it's still too dim, I'm going to turn that overhead light off. Let's power up the drive by applying 460 volts AC 3-phase to L1, L2, and L3. There we go. Press the function key. Right now you can see we're in RU1. Over here we have a blinking decimal point. That means that we can change that parameter number. But we want to change the parameter group. So we want this decimal point over here blinking. So press the enter key and now it is blinking. Can you all see that? Okay. Let's press the up or down arrow key until we get to UD parameter. Now our number is blinking. We pressed enter. Let's press the function and you can see that we're in the application mode right now. We want to go to drive mode. So with this in the display, APPL, press the up arrow key until that number reaches 500. Oop, too far. Back up a little bit. Now when I press enter, we will be in drive mode and we'll be able to run that servo motor from the panel. Look at that. This means we're going to run forward and we're in no-op, N-O-P. Now in order to activate the drive, we need to control release, and we do that by jumping terminal 10, which is 24 volts DC from the drive, up to terminal 1, which is control release. Let me back up and y'all can see that. And when we do that, we will have F for forward and LS over here in the display instead of no op. I'm going to back up so you can see the terminal board. Here's our jumper wire from terminal 10 up to terminal 1. Let me plug that in. Alright, look at that. Now in the display, let's go back in. We have forward LS. We're ready to run. When you see LS on that display, you are ready to run. Now to reverse direction, we have F/R on this key. You push that button, it goes from F to R. To adjust the speed, we push the function speed key. Right now it's set to 200 revolutions per minute. You can press the down key or the up key. Let's start out at 200 Hertz. While maintaining this button pressed, press the up and the down arrows, and that will allow you to adjust the speed. To run, we push start. We have F0 in this display. Press start again, and the motor is running. You can see it's dancing around that 200 RPM. It looks like it's going from 198 to 201 maybe. To stop the motor, push the stop key. So start and stop. Press stop again and it goes back to LS. So start twice and stop twice. Let's back up and you can see that motor running. Look at that. Don't you like to see stuff work? That is wonderful. That is wonderful. Let's speed it up. That's 870 RPM. We'll slow it down. There's 150 RPM. That drive works. That is nice. That is nice. Alright, now let me show you how to get out of this drive mode. We've tested the drive and servo motor, they're working, and we want to put everything back the way it was. Let's stop the motor. Press stop twice until you see LS in the display. And you want to push the enter key and the function key at the same time for about 3 seconds. There we go. Now we're back in application mode. Application mode allows you to look at the parameters with the keypad. Now, I'm going to swap this keypad out with the RS232 interface keypad, and we're going to change parameter UD05 from control word inactive to active by changing that parameter from a 0 to a 1. You could do it from here if you wanted. In application mode, press function, enter to get the decimal point in the group parameters, and go to whoops, too far. UD5 right here. Press function. You can see it's set to 0. We can change it to a 1 right here, or you can do it from the KEB CombiViz software. Let's do it from the software. That way we'll be able to verify with the panel and with the software that it's been changed. You don't want to send it back to the customer not set correctly. Okay. This back up. Let's power up again. See where we are. Make sure. This display is real dim. I don't know why. Okay, yeah, we're still in application mode. Let's go get in front of that laptop. Give me a little bit to move the camera. Alright, here's parameter UD05. Control word activate. Right now, so that we could put it into drive mode and run that motor from the keypad, we set that parameter to 0. Control word not active. So double click on this and you get this message right here that allows us to change that. Let's go here to this drop down menu and we select number 1, control word active. Click on OK, and now the drive is set back to run from CAN bus. So when it's 0, it's not CAN bus. When it's 1, it's CAN bus. Alright. Now we ain't going to be able to run that drive in this mode, but that's okay. We've seen it run.